Start talking about purpose. What is the simplest way to describe what purpose is? I love how Oprah puts it. She says, every human being has a gift of genius and a personal calling that's encoded in them from birth. It is up to you to discover it. It is up to you to develop it. And it's up to you to share this gift with the world. This is your life purpose. And I think that is such a beautiful summation of what a purpose is. It's something that you already have with you from the day you were birthed on this earth. It's not something that you have to find somewhere out there. And in order to start tapping into this purpose, you have to go inward. You have to go internal. You can't ask your parents, you can't ask your colleagues, you can't ask anybody else to find this purpose for you. It's already encoded in you. It's just about you doing that pre-work and going internal to finding it. So what are some of the description of what would describe a purpose? Very simply put, it's that thing that lights you up when you do. It's that place where you are in a state of flow and freedom when you're doing it. Time stands still. It is your personal calling. It is your path. It is your true north to your inner compass. And because it's internal, it's in internal compass. It is what you are passionate about. It is your chosen path into this earth. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your purpose. So let's stop talking about purpose in this airy-fairy kind of world. Let's get into the practicality and how, in terms of how you discover your own purpose by going within. So the first thing that you can actually do to start tapping into your purpose is there are a couple of tools that are available, that are already being used by psychometrists, by psychologists, by people in the assessment space. Now, I have some experience and a lot of experience as my background is obviously in people management or human resources. And one of the best, I think, assessments that I think is so beautiful, and it tries to also capture your gifts in it, is the Enneagram assessment. So what you can do if when you have time is you can actually, first of all, maybe pause this training and quickly go into the site, assessment.yourenneagramcoach.com. This is like a free resource that you can tap into and go now and take it. And this is just an example of a report that I got back from, Enneagram assessment. And what I'd like for you to do, we spoke a lot about preparation and doing a lot of pre-work. I'd like you to take massive action in your life when it comes to purpose. And then for the next 30 days, this challenge is in the next 30 days, just be obsessed with finding out what your purpose is on this planet. And one of the things you can do is take this Enneagram assessment and see what kind of information it's giving you, what kind of lights it shines into who you are and what your gifts are. So this again is still part of this Enneagram assessments that I did for myself. This was the feedback that I received. Obviously, it's longer than this. This was just to show you guys an example. So it tells me that I am a type 7 kind of a person. So there are 9 types in terms of the Enneagram assessment. So I'm Enneagram type 7 according to them. And it gives you a snap preview of what my key motivators are. So what motivates me a lot as a type 7 person is that I want to have fun, and I feel myself by enjoying a wide variety of experiences, which is so accurate about me. It says that I like to keep my options open, enjoy life to the fullest, and escape all internal pain and anxiety. And it's good when you know these things, because you can either use it to teach to other people. So now I can teach people how to reframe their pain, but at the same time, I'm aware that it's important for me as part of my growth to also experience my pain as part of my growth point. So it also tells you, if you're a leader of a team, it kind of tells you from your team point of view, what are some of the things that people that are sevens of void. So if this was your teammate, you'd know as a manager that, okay, if you're dealing with a table, she avoids boredom. So her task and things that you give her, and if you're wanting her to be really high performing and to surpass herself, avoid giving her things that will bore her, that are monotonous, that are, maybe writing reports and those sort of things. Suffers from being tied down by emotional pain. They want to be forced to experience their own fear, grief, and suffering. So avoid these like a play, because I always find a way to reframe them. But I understand it's important for me to grow as well, to step into the pain and learn from the pain. And those sort of things. So that's the kind of data that an Enneagram assessment would take. So I really, really suggest that you pause this training at this point, try and take one for yourself, get a report for yourself, see what